Okay, Miss Shoemaker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I want to increase child support.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am. That's all I'm bringing them to court for. I need more funds.
Sack chaser.
Based on what, excuse me, sir, please don't, what was that you just said anyway?
Sack chaser.
Sack chaser, what is that exactly?
Chasing the sack. She worried about my money.
Okay, I think that's the purpose of coming to court for an increase.
I'll take care of kids anyway, but
Okay.
It starts like any other courtroom drama, simple, even civil. Miss Shoemaker wants more child support, but just beneath the surface. There's tension, name calling, and accusations of being a sack chaser. The air gets thick fast. Why does he seem more upset than surprised, and what's really fueling this dispute? Stick around because the truth is about to get expensive.
Ms. Shoemaker, what is the basis of your request for an increase in child support?
One, we work for the same school together, but I'm a janitor and I make the bare minimum of like $9.50.
Okay.
I take care of the kids. We both take care of the kids. We got 2.55. But we have other activities like our daughter is in gymnastics.
Okay.
She's in cheer.
How old is she?
She's 6.
Okay.
And they also in private school.
Okay. Who pays for the extracurricular activities?
I do.
Okay. How much is that?
We're running about $350 a month for both children.
Okay.
She's not asking for luxury, she's asking for help. With a janitor's wage and 2 kids in private school, Miss Shoemaker's voice trembles as she outlines every dollar. Stretched too thin, but the tension, it's not just financial. She says she pays it all, every penny. So where is he in all of this, and what's he hiding? Behind that silence, the judge is about to find out.
How much is private school?
Between the both of them, one's $1,200 and then the other one is $450.
Okay. And you pay for the tuition as well?
I do.
All right. Is he helping you at all?
He pays the bare minimum. I try to handle this outside of court, but I don't know what's his issue. He pays the bare minimum of child support, so I just want to increase. So if he's just going to be paying the bare minimum, the minimum at least needs to be half.
Okay. And what is it that he's currently paying?
About $500 a month.
All right. What about health insurance on these kids? Who carries that?
We both do.
Okay. All right. How much is yours?
$300.
300. All right.
Private school gymnastics health insurance. She's carrying it all and barely holding on while he offers bare minimum. She's covering thousands, and now she's done staying silent. But when the judge asks him to respond, his reaction changes. Everything, get ready. Because his version of the truth is coming next, and it's not what anyone expected.
Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay, sir.
First of all, Your Majesty, $500.
Your Majesty, I like that.
$500 is not a bare minimum, and then I pay insurance on top of that. You add that to $800.
Right, so the kids are double insured. That's good. All right. So what about this tuition and these extracurricular activities?
She's 6 years old. She can't barely do no flipping.
Excuse me?
What does that mean?
She ain't doing no flipping. She ain't learning no gymnastics like that good. She better learn how to do cartwheels right now.
Oh, you're talking about your daughter.
Yeah, as a 3-year-old, he ain't. Oh no, he ain't. He ain't even in private school. How he in private school? He 3.
It's
They
called
have
early
private
preschool.
school. Yeah, they have that for 3-year-olds.
He calls the child support unfair, claims he's already doing enough. But then he mocks his 6-year-old daughter's gymnastics, says she can't flip. What kind of father discredits his own child's dreams in open court? But that's not all, because what he says next exposes what he really thinks this case is about, and it has nothing to do with money.
So because you're saying all of that, that lets me know you're not paying for it, right?
I paid what the court told me to pay.
So the answer to my question is no then. You're not paying for the extracurricular activities or the private tuition. Is that correct?
Or going half.
The child support says I just do what they told me to do, and I give the $500 a month. That ain't bare minimum. That's almost a car note or a 1 or 2 bedroom
One
apartment.
thing.
You don't
In the
believe
90s.
that you don't believe that the private school tuition is important?
No, she go to public school. I went to public school. I'm just fine.
Okay, so you all are doing a 2255 schedule, right? Is that correct? Okay.
He admits that he's not paying for anything beyond the court's original order, not the gymnastics, not the private school, not even half. And when asked if he believes in these investments in his kids, he shrugs. Public school was good enough for him, he says, but the judge isn't convinced. And neither are we, especially once she questions his real motives.
And with you moving closer, then you'd agree with me that you should also help support them financially if their expenses have increased, right?
The only you could say,
Well, what does that mean?
Yeah, speak.
you could say that, but now, some of the things they don't need to do.
Like what?
I could teach you how to flip at the house.
But you don't.
I got
But he
cousins
don't.
that
Okay,
do backflips.
do-
I can teach you how to flip at the house.
But he don't.
Sir, are you a gymnastics instructor?
No, but my cousin, he know how to do backflips, and he walk on his hands.
Your cousin?
Yeah, he 40 years old. He walk on his hands. He can teach them all that.
When asked to help more, he says the kids don't need these things. I could teach her to flip at home, he says. With what YouTube and his cousin, who does backflips at 40. The courtroom is stunned, but the judge isn't laughing. And neither is Miss Shoemaker, especially when a bombshell drops. In the next clip that's been quietly driving this whole case.
Okay, so then it would logically follow that the child would need to be taught by someone who's licensed. You'd agree?
Yeah.
And that person needs to be paid.
You would agree?
Boy, y'all stacking the deck on me. But the only
Who's
reason,
stacking the deck on
but
you?
the only reason why she mad because I'm getting engaged.
Your Honor,
Oh,
no.
That's the only
I'm
reason
not
why
worried
we-
about
so
none of
now
that.
it's coming out. I
Yeah.
asked you, was there
No,
anything else you
I'm
wanted to
not
tell me
concerned
before I
about none
moved
of
over
that.
to him? Why don't you tell me he got engaged?
Yeah.
I'm
why
not
don't
bitter
you tell
about
me?
none of
How
that.
long ago did you get engaged, sir?
About 3 months ago.
And how I'm feeling
And you
about it,
filed
they
this
both
about
money.
3 months ago. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's talk.
There it is, the real reason this court date was filed. He's engaged and she just found out, or did she? The tension erupts, she's emotional, he's defensive. The courtroom feels less like a custody hearing and more like a confession, and the woman he's marrying. Oh, it's someone they both know. Things are about to get very personal.
Such a coincidence that you filed this 3 months ago and he said he got engaged 3 months ago. So you knew about the engagement, right?
I did not. I did, but not 3 months ago.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Who is the lady?
We all work together.
Oh, it's somebody you know. Ooh. So you hurt her feelings.
No, I didn't hurt her feelings. She just couldn't,
Ma'am,
hey.
he's community. You know what the rest is. He's for
Community?
He's for everybody.
Oh,
I was for the
we
streets,
ain't
but
the
I'm not
only
no
two
more.
people. Judge, we not the only two people he ain't slept with.
I was for the streets,
So
I'm
I'm
not
not
no more.
concerned about any of that. I need my money, and if possibly hers.
Your money.
Yeah, I need my money.
Turns out his fiancée works with them. She knows her. And that betrayal stings now, Miss Shoemaker isn't just fighting for money, she's fighting to keep her dignity in a place where her personal life became public fodder. But she's not backing down. I need my money, she says, and guess what? The judge is about to decide who's really been playing games.
Okay, well, see, that has nothing to do with me right now. So, sir, I think it's only fair that you all should split the expenses for the private school tuition as well as the extracurricular activities, okay?
I
I
definitely
do believe
appreciate
that
you.
warrants an increase. Now, your court order, everything has changed, right? You said you moved, you were doing a different schedule, you moved to get closer to your kids, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a change.
Thank you.
And these children are involved in curricular activities. They're also going to a private school. You'd agree with me that that's kind of expensive, right?
The judge sees through it all. She calls it fair time to split the costs evenly. He moved closer to the kids, so his wallet needs to move too. The court shifts suddenly. It's not about feelings or fiancés, it's about facts, and one fact is clear: 500 won't cut it anymore. But even now, he's still trying to argue, and you won't believe what he suggests next.
That's about $2,000 a month. You're only paying $500, so she's fronting the other 15.
But we work for the school. We could really homeschool them because everything they learn about.
Are you gonna be at the house homeschooling them with Mr. IT?
That's a good question.
'Cause I'm a
I know a
janitor.
lot of teachers that wouldn't want to be at home homeschooling their children and working as a teacher.
I mean, if he willing to pay, why sit at the house and homeschool our children? I'm down.
I got another cousin that was real smart in school, and she.
You know, you have a lot of family members that do a lot of things and they have nothing to do with this case. So let me just go ahead and make this very simple. How many children? You all have 2 children.
We have 2 children.
He suggests homeschooling himself. Or maybe his cousin can help again. The courtroom can barely keep a straight face. But the judge, she's not here for jokes. 2 kids. $2,000 in costs, it's decision time, and just when you think the Surprises are over. One more unexpected twist sends this case into overtime.
Do you have any other children?
Yeah.
Any other children outside of the two?
I got one more.
One more? Okay. Why did you say it like that?
Might be on child support for that one too.
Oh, so you're coming back to see me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll handle that when we get to that particular case. For today, what I'm going to do is go ahead and split the costs that she's paying. So
Thank you.
it's $2,000. Y'all are going to split it evenly. $1,000 for you, $1,000 for you. So your child support increased by $500, and you are both ordered to maintain that same health insurance.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
He has another child, and that child might be coming to court soon too. The judge doesn't flinch. She lays it down. They'll split the $2,000 evenly. His support raised by $500. His excuses officially overruled, but just when the case seems settled, she throws in one final question that brings the courtroom right back to chaos.
Did you all have any other questions?
Nah, but what about when I asked you to babysit? Because you was going out and I want $25 to
Wait a minute,
babysit.
babysit who? Your
babysit
other
who?
child or the children that you all had together?
The ones we got together.
She can't babysit her
No,
own
I'm
kids.
asking to babysit. So she can go out. I'll babysit while she can go out.
But do I call you for that, or do I set that up with
No,
a sitter?
I was trying to give you the time to yourself. We can knock.
I've already made my ruling, so
Oh,
you know,
man.
yeah, okay.
Thank you,
I can
Judge.
sit here and listen to you.
I appreciate you.
Okay. Did you all have any other questions?
No, man.
No,
Okay.
ma'am, I'm
Well, if there's
satisfied.
nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Even with the ruling made, the drama spills into the exit babysitting disagreements, unresolved tension, and a storm of co-parenting complaints. But the judge, she ends it with firm grace. The case is closed for now, but that lingering drama, it may just be part one. If you've been watching this courtroom unfold, drop your thoughts in the comments like if you felt the tension, and don't forget to subscribe. Because justice might be served, but the story's not over yet.